What's going on, everybody? Once again, it's AWOL here at Defiant Studios with Defiant Studio Podcast. I'm here with one of my favorite artists, soon to be your favorite artist. I'm here with an artist by the name of Mal. What's going on, bro?
Bow, bow, bow. What's good?
Well, I guess that's his intro.
Yes,
but
sir.
Yeah, what you been up to though, man? Seriously.
I mean, you see me every day in this bitch.
Besides engineering though, like
just trying to live, man.
Just trying to live.
Trying to live.
Just trying to live. That's what's up, man. Well, I don't want to get into like the new project just yet, but tell them like how did you get into music, man?
Really in the church for real. Started off like in church choir and then playing
Bless him,
instruments.
Lord bless him.
Yeah, and playing instruments in the church. And then from there, started doing band in like middle school through high school.
One band,
one sound. You hear me?
Yes.
Then picked up production from my stepdad. He was a sound engineer and producer. So we had a whole bunch of studio equipment in the crib. So I just kind of, started messing with it, developed a love for it. And then that's kind of just where it went for real.
Okay. What was your first introduction into like the music scene though? Like what gravitated you to being not just an engineer, not just a producer, but becoming an artist?
I don't know. It was just really the natural progression of things for real. Like I started off recording people and I started trying to make beats. My beats were trash. Nobody wanted to get on them, so I started getting on them myself. And then, just kept going from there for real. Yeah.
Oh, all right. And when you say your beats were trash, why you say your beats was trash?
Because they were trash. But everybody got to start somewhere, though. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I was making, like sappy, like soft Drake type beats back then. And everybody was on the... Matter of fact, that was when Lex Luger and K.E. on the track was
Southside,
what I'm saying?
It was 808s.
Yeah. So shout out to my boy Jay Gutta. He was the one that introduced me to using FL. And that's when I started making like trap beats and stuff like that, or attempted to. But yeah, just progression, that's all. You gotta start somewhere.
And would you say, how would you say, is it hard being an artist, an engineer, and a producer, or it comes natural for you because you that nigga?
Yeah, it's hard for real to balance everything.
Yeah.
Like, I guess everything in life is a balance, but like to always have to like switch hats, you know what I'm saying? And like everybody knows me or needs something, like needs a different version of me. So some people need the producer Mal, some people need the engineer Mal, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be the artist Mal, so like to try to be what everybody needs from me and be what I need from me is like, it's difficult to balance at times, but we make it work. Okay. We make it work.
Out of all three, which one you say gives you the gratification the most?
That's a difficult question because they all do at like in different ways at different times.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not. I mean, I have more fun being an artist and producer than I do an engineer.
Okay.
I enjoy engineering though, but to be able to like, I think a better way to answer the question is like when I'm doing all those things for myself.
Yeah.
Obviously, I enjoy it more. Just to be able to like to start a beat and like write a song and engineer a song and basically it be everything that I created from start to finish is what I enjoy about the whole process because like everything you're hearing is coming like straight from me.
What year did you start going at it as an artist?
Probably 2013 for real, my senior year in high school.
Okay.
Is when I started taking it serious. Like I shot my first music video and really started trying to be an artist for real. 2013. So that was like, what, 7 years ago? 7 years.
So 7 year progression. What has been your ups and downs in your career in the last 7 years? Or have you even ever thought about it that way?
I mean, I don't know. It's definitely been a lot of ups and downs for real. Like
just give me the highlights. The highlights of your L's, your wins.
I think stuff really started to come together around 2016.
Okay.
It's when I met Young Land and
shout out Young Land
and Gabe Gabriel Williams, G major sound. Yeah, put your government out there, nigga. Come
called
see me.
his
Say nah,
ass It's what the Godfather gave himself.
Grandmaster Gabe. You know what I mean? But so yeah, around 2016 is when I came in contact with them. 2017 I signed management with Young Land. And then that's kind of when I started, you know, working with more, I guess, notable artists and getting placements and stuff like that. So yeah.
What are some of your notable placements you could?
I did, the first major one I got was Late by Black Youngster. It was the intro on Black Youngster's album.
Okay.
Recently I just wrote and produced track 14 on Trey Songz's new album, Sleepless Nights.
Okay.
I did, what was the name of the song I did? Forgot it. I did Drip Severe on Lil Gott's first album.
Okay.
Just to name a few. So
That's
yeah.
what's up, man. So the project, what's the name? Where is it at?
Project, the newest one is called Vengeance. It is currently on Audiomack and SoundCloud. It'll be on streaming platforms in a week or two.
What's the basis of dropping this right now, the EP? Was it a reason? Is it a setup?
Yeah, well, I dropped Phases Part 1 in February. And the natural progression was really supposed to be Phases Part 2. Then the pandemic hit and it kind of threw off the trajectory of what I had planned. But I still wanted to put some music out just so people didn't forget about me. Mm-hmm. And I just had a whole bunch of songs in a cut. Like I probably have about a catalog of 300 songs. Like, and I just kind of put those together because they kind of sounded like dark melodic. They just sounded good together to me. So I just wanted to put something out, put it together, and just throw it out there for the people, just to let them know that I hadn't stopped making music.
It's a dope project. I've listened to it multiple times. It's in my phone right now.
Yeah. What's your favorite song?
What's my favorite song? You already know what my favorite song is.
Yeah. Tell the people.
Vices.
Yes.
It's different, but at the same time, to me, it was one of the most passionate songs that you had on there.
Yeah.
Dark, but still dark in a passionate way for a person like me that's be like, I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah,
like,
and that's what I like my music to do. I want people to be able to connect with it, or even if you can't connect with exactly what I'm saying, at least to just be able to feel where I'm coming from.
Yeah, Vices was a good one. I actually, overall, I like the whole project, though, to be honest. But out of the whole project, what's your favorite song off that?
I like Vices, and I like Forever.
Forever.
I like Forever.
Forever's dope too.
Forever. I want this money forever. I mean, it's just real. Like, I want this money forever for real.
What was your mind at when you started recording that?
I don't even know. Matter of fact, Landon came back in town for a couple days, and we were just in the studio, and he was actually working on music, and he had pulled up that beat, and I was like, oh no, go back to that. And he was like,
was it his beat?
Yeah, it was his beat.
Okay.
And he was like, you want to get on that joint? I was like, hell yeah. So we just loaded it up, and I just did that joint right there, you know? That's
organic, too.
Yeah, I miss creating like that for real. Just a room full of people that you fuck with and just, you know.
You're not creating like that anymore?
It's a little more difficult now for real, being that, like, you know, I'm so, like, super grateful things are taking off at the studio, but, like, a lot of my time is you know, dedicated to other people. So I really don't have a lot of time to create for myself. But I'm like slowly starting to get back in a place to where like I can balance, you know, the two and be able to work on more of my own stuff as well. But yeah, we're slowly getting back.
Okay. Are you working on something right now? I know you just dropped a project, but are you working on anything else?
I'm just recording or attempting to record. But like I have enough music to where I really don't need to record for a little bit. I'm just really trying to you know, roll out a couple of campaigns and, you know, just get some traction going before I drop what I really want to drop, which, you know, is what you heard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. When that drop, I think a lot of heads gonna, you know, change
Insider,
on that one.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. Hey, you already know you heard that.
But yeah, other than that though, really just trying to hone in, tap into the city and see, who's talented, who the talented artists and producers are, and really just pour back into the scene for real.
How do you think the scene is going right now in Richmond, Virginia? Well, if you talking about Richmond or you just talking about in general?
Well, yeah, Richmond, but in general too, for real. If anybody is talented, like, and I hear it and I can do something to assist, but just the Richmond scene right now, since that's where I'm from, like, I definitely see it flourishing in a way that I never really thought it would.
I don't think a lot of people ever thought it would.
Yeah, I mean, even though, like, obviously it's still, like, people are always going to beef and have egos and whatnot, but I just feel like people are in more of a place to, like, work together and be collaborative. And that's really the only way that you can be successful, in this industry, period, is just by,
I mean, we saw it
having access. Having access to what you got, you having access to what I got, and then, we spread, and everyone has that crab in the barrel mentality of wanting to climb up rather than, wanting to get the reach out, If you have a fan base and I have a fan base, we do a song together, that's the people exposed to me, the people I know exposed to you, rather than me trying to go to a Hood Rich Pablo Juan or like a big artist and pay for a feature that they're not even going to promote, you know what I'm saying?
Or not care about.
Or not shoot a video for, like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just, I think people are starting to see the value in networking out instead of trying to advance up.
Facts.
So yeah, I'm super excited to see where we go within like the next 10 years.
I think it'll be like another version of what we seen in New York, what we seen in LA, what we seen in Atlanta.
Definitely.
But like, is there any like artists you've worked with or plan on working with that's in the city?
I mean, there's a lot of talented artists in the city for real. Shout out to 923, my boy Khalik, 923.
All right, shout out.
I don't even want to start naming names for real because I don't want nobody to feel like left out.
As soon as you leave out, somebody be like, yeah, that's crazy.
You ain't say my name, bro, but you know who you are if we worked before, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely just want to tap in and do more songs with people in the city for real before I drop. I'm doing free features until I drop this next project.
Yeah, I heard that. He doing free features.
If your shit is fire.
Don't try to throw that if in there. Free features.
If your shit is fire, don't send me no bullshit. Or if you send me some bullshit and I don't want to get on it, please don't feel some type of way.
They're gonna feel some type of way. Because I'm about to send you some heat in your email, bro. I need you to hop on that. Dude.
Yeah, but I just want to like give back and work with as many people as I can, and just show love for real.
Okay. Is there any advice you can give to any like artists or producers trying to get placements? Because that's like, to me right now, a lot of producers and artists are like, that's the game they're chasing right now. And you don't seem like a person that chase those, but you still keep popping up with them. So is there any advice you can give?
I mean, one, just invest in yourself. Like I kind of elaborate on the story, like my story. Young Lamb was doing sessions at, I don't know if you remember Boombox Studio.
Damn, Skippy. Yeah.
He was doing like 3 hours of studio time and a custom beat lease or whatnot. And I was like, shit, I produce, so I just go and cook up with him and make a song. And just off of that one session, I got management. I was able to have access to, meeting A&Rs and different artists that I would have never had access to if I didn't invest in myself. So definitely, like, don't be afraid to invest in yourself, because no one's gonna take you seriously if you don't.
Not even the hoes.
No, they definitely won't.
No. I invest in them though.
Shout out to the
AWOL College Fund.
AWOL is a trick.
I ain't tricking if you got it.
Nah, but so that's one. Also, just work on your craft. I feel like if this is just hindsight 2020, if I had worked on my craft more or if I was the Mal that I am today, in the situation that I was in, I would be a lot further along in my career. Just working harder, and just perfecting your craft every day so you can be the best producer, best songwriter, best engineer, best whatever. You know, if you're a stripper, best stripper. If you're a cook, best cook. If you're a scammer, best scammer. Whatever. You know
I'm
what
all
saying?
three. I'm joking.
Yeah.
I don't cook. But
What about the other? Never mind. Anyway, but yeah, just to be the best that you can be at whatever you decide to do, just work hard at it, and just put the time in to make yourself better every day, so that when you're put in situations that could better you, or that could advance or get you where you want to go, you're always prepared and you're not behind. So those are really like the main two for real. Just invest in yourself and always work on your craft.
what's some values in life that you live by? Because you sound like somebody that still, no matter what has come their way, you still live by a code. You know what I mean? So what are some values that's been instilled in you that you could talk about?
For real, my values. I go by my favorite scripture is Micah 6:8. It's basically the second half says, "Act justly, live holy, and walk humbly." You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a just person, if you're just, you know what I'm saying, you're rational.
Facts.
You know, try to live holy. I don't know if you believe in God or whatever you believe, you know what I'm saying, if you just believe in a higher power or whatnot, and just always try to be humble. Don't ever feel like you're entitled to anything or that you deserve anything, because everything is a blessing. So if you just live by those three, you know, you'll go far.
Okay. And as a person who, like I said, you seem like you've tapped into the industry already. Like, is the industry what it's cracked up to be?
Cracked up to be?
Yeah. Like,
I mean,
is it all glitz and glamour?
Oh, hell no. Hell no. And it's a lot of cap too, for real. Like, it's definitely a lot of cap. But like, that's why it just goes back to that though, for real. Just like, you got to know who you are and carry yourself by whatever codes that you know what I'm saying? Because there's gonna be a lot of people that don't have moral codes and that don't give a fuck about you. They just care about their bottom line, or their success. So I just feel like if you're the type of person that is 100% with people and you give your best and you don't, you know, try to snake people, even though you might get taken advantage of sometimes, at the end, you'll always end up on top rather than somebody that's a snake or that's not 100, you know what I'm saying? Because karma is a bitch, for real. Like, what you put out is definitely coming back to you. So, for sure.
Would you say it's important to stay true to yourself in this industry? Or
It's
do you
always,
have to?
not even just in this industry, like, it's always important to stay true to yourself.
In general, right?
In general, you know what I'm saying? Like, because if you're not true to yourself, then what are you?
I mean,
If you're not true to yourself, what are you? Period. Like, if you want to live somebody else's truth for the rest of your life, then that's cool if that's what you decide to do. But it's definitely like important to be who you are. Plus, people can spot real and fake.
Yeah,
I can tell when somebody is being who they really are or kicking a facade. And I respect somebody, even if, you know, people might think that they're like lame or corny. I respect somebody for being who they are rather than trying to be something that they're not. You know.
Do you see a lot of that in the industry right now, or just in music right now? Or
yeah, but I also feel like now it's starting to be more acceptable for people to be who they are. Everybody used to have to be a thug.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Phase, no.
But like, I don't know. If anything, I want to be the person to break the mold and say that you don't. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm definitely not no thug. I'm not like.
Oh, you dropped your gun. Oh, I got his ass. Look.
Nah, but like, you don't have to, you know, fake the funk and be something that you're not. Like, you know, I mean, I stand on respect and loyalty. Like, I have codes, you know. But as far as like me trying to paint a picture or be a character for somebody just so I can get their support, like I don't feel like that's even necessary for real. And it'd be too difficult to try to keep up that facade. I don't want to have to walk outside and have to be a character every time I go out. Like, what you see is what you get. I'm Mal, Micah, whatever you want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you see It's who I am. When you see me in the street or when you see me in the studio at Defiant, like, I'm gonna be the same person. You know, here, there, everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
when it comes to like your music, because I mean, to me, you give a lot of yourself away in your music too. So like as a fan, like how do you want your audience to receive your music, or how do you want them to, like, I'm not asking you to want them to feel anything, but how do you think they should be able to perceive your music?
I think I try to put a certain level of vulnerability in my music, just because I want, how do I say this? I want, like I said earlier, I want people to be able to relate, but also to know that I'm human and like I go through the same feelings and emotions as they do. You know what I'm saying? And I think what makes my music different than a lot of people is just the fact that I just talk about how I feel in my music, and it's authentic. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to like talk about killing people or, you know, like
I mean, you do got that one song, dude. No, I'm joking. I never heard you say you cuss about it.
Yeah, I'd never said nothing
but that
like
dude
that.
did go missing, but we're gonna leave that alone. Go ahead.
Nah, but yeah, like I just feel like me being able to be vulnerable in my music helps people fuck with it more, just because like they see my vulnerability and they're able to relate.
Yeah.
Just like in any relationship, if you're trying to be vulnerable, if you open yourself up to be vulnerable with someone, then they feel more comfortable being vulnerable with you. Yeah. So if I open
and then
myself,
they take it for granted, and you gotta kill that motherfucker. No, I'm joking. That's not how it works.
Nah, for real. Nah, I'm just
like
playing.
That.
But yeah, like, so yeah, I just try to be vulnerable and be open, and just express how I feel. So everything that you hear in any of my music, like, I either felt that way at one point or I felt that way while I was recording it. But, you know, like, those are real feelings. Like, it's no facade, it's no fake. Like anything that I say, I stand by. So, definitely.
I feel that. How do you feel, like, speaking of, like, situation of, like, artists in the industry, like, the Tory Lanez situation.
Yeah.
Like, when I look at that as a deeper problem than what a lot of people perceiving it is. I look at it as a mental health issue, as far as a person that has that much and still is willing to cross certain boundaries to throw it away. How do you think, like, what do you think about the mental health aspect in the actual industry with these rappers or singers or even actors?
I think having that level of spotlight,
Yeah.
and having that many eyes on you, having that much pressure is a lot to deal with. And coming from where a lot of these artists come from, like not having nothing and being propelled into that spotlight, a lot of them don't really know how to handle it. Yeah. Which is why a lot of people resort to doing crazy ass drugs or acting out and doing crazy shit, because they don't really know how to deal with, you know, being in that position or deal with the pain.
Hell of a drug. It's good though.
You speaking from experience?
No, I'm joking. No.
Nah, but yeah, I definitely think people need to take more time, take time with themselves. One, to really assess their feelings and how they feel, but then also, even if you need to seek help or seek counseling, to address, you know, whatever you're dealing with mentally, because those issues, if not addressed, will eventually, you know, come back to haunt you.
Absolutely.
In different ways, in ways that you don't even expect, for real, in different areas of your life. So definitely take care of your mental health, for sure.
So just like, have you ever been in situations where you had to result into reaching out to any friends or something to help you with any like problems that you're going, even if it wasn't just mental illness, but things that you need to get off your shoulder? Like, a lot of people don't have an outlet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people, for people like you, I think your outlet is your music. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I think you still have to be able to tap into somebody that you can talk to, vent to, and like, do you have a person like that you can talk to?
Hell yeah, AWOL, that's why I appreciate you, my dog.
No.
Nah, but just like, that's why I feel like it's just good to have good people around you, period. People that like you can be vulnerable with.
Yeah.
people that understand when you're going through it and not having the best of a day, and that'll understand and either be there or give you the space that you need. But I think that's very important to have a good support system around you that you can be vulnerable with and express how you feel, openly, and not have to worry about backlash or worry about anybody judging you. Because that's 9 times out of 10 is the reason why people don't want to talk or speak about how they feel, because they're afraid they're going to be judged or perceived a certain way. And at the end of the day, everybody has those feelings,
no matter how big, small, rich, poor.
Exactly. Like everyone in some way, shape, or form has dealt with depression.
Facts.
Everyone has dealt with anxiety. Some people deal with it more or less, and and that's why a lot of people resort to smoking weed. But not to say that that's a good thing to do, to resort to drugs, and I'm not condoning that.
Hey, you must not been watching these elections. They've been legalizing the fuck out of drugs
everywhere. So what's up with Virginia? Come on.
Oh, we coming, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, but Defiant said it first. So we can get our own dispensary and shit. You never know with these people. But go ahead.
We need our own strain for real, the Defiant strain.
Defiant strain. Ooh.
Yeah, I said it here.
That shit'll engineer your brain cells, nigga.
Yes, sirski. But
some A-room runs. But I mean, not to just jump over, not even just your music, where your day-to-day regular, you're a chief engineer at a very big, studios. Not just throwing that out as a random plug, but how does that feel?
It's a blessing, for real. I wouldn't have been able to predict that I would be a chief engineer anywhere, for real. It wasn't even, when I first started working here, I had no dreams, aspirations of being a chief engineer. But it just kind of just happened. I'm grateful for it. I'm thankful for it. And it just really goes to show, like I said, just invest in yourself. Like I said, if I had never invested in myself and got that first session with Lan and worked with him and Gabe, none of these doors would have opened. I wouldn't be here right now. Imagine if I never spent that 300.
You'll be a dope ass artist that nobody heard.
Nobody knew. I'd be a dope producer that had no placements.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't be as good of an engineer as I am now, because I wouldn't have been able to, sit under the tutelage of Gabe and Jay Storm and all the other great engineers that I've come across. Okay. Shout out to my boy Sam Haskins, VA Sam at EMG Studios as well. But yeah, just my life trajectory would have been totally different had I not made that decision to bet on myself.
To bet on yourself.
And invest in myself. So
being the chief engineer, you have say so over the plans and the direction that we go in the studio, So where do you see Defiant in the next 5 years?
I hate how you worded that question. Only because, I'm the chief engineer, and I guess I do have some say-so, but, it's not just me. And the team definitely has a lot of, I want to even say-so, but the team has a lot of power as well as to where we go, and we have a really strong team. There's a lot of talented people here. And I honestly just feel like the natural progression, as I was saying earlier, if everyone here is already fire and everyone keeps continuing to be fire, there's no telling where we could be or where we're gonna be. I really just want to see Defiant grow. I want to see eventually maybe a Defiant label or something like that, to pour back and invest into the artists in the city. Me personally, I want to see us do more things to give artists and producers in the city, and not even just those, but people that want to enter into the music business as managers or execs, to be able to offer them opportunities to grow and learn in that field, because there aren't really many people or many other places that they can get that type of experience. And where else better to get that experience than from people that are actually moving in the industry, like people like me and Lan and Gabe. So I think going forward, we're gonna try to work on some new avenues to help people that are interested in those type of areas to come in and be enriched in those areas, to gain some type of experience and just be enriched.
Okay. Now, you got a single out right now with SO. I think it's featuring Land too, right?
Oh yeah,
Riri.
I was gonna say me and SO got like
a lot of I'm talking about specifically Riri.
Yeah.
That's how did that song come?
just an SO session. We were just sitting here listening to beats, and I heard one, and then that shit just came to me, and I just went in the booth and recorded. Like, that's just kind of how it came about. That's how all my songs come about, for real. I don't really write. I just kind of like either make a beat or hear a beat, and then just go off the vibe, and just whatever is in me just comes out, for real. But shit, that's a special song. I fuck with that. That's
the Defiant theme song right now. Too.
Facts. I appreciate Defiant for
when
putting
the
that
video
song on
dropping?
too.
Is the video dropping for it?
As soon as we shoot one.
Oh, okay.
As soon as we shoot one. Hopefully we can figure something out when Land come back in town and shoot a video for that. But we definitely need to shoot a
like
video
ASAP.
for that. Definitely.
Yeah, like,
I think that has the potential to be a crazy banger.
and when is Vengeance gonna be on all platforms? Still.
That's a loaded question because
Okay.
I don't even really know. What had happened was Riri got dropped on SO's project, so I'm having some issues re-uploading the single Riri on my project because of
It's
the
already on.
double.
Yeah.
So we're working on it, trying to get that resolved. But all I can say is soon. All I can say is soon. And it's another song that Johnny Bravo, me and Land did a video for. So that video is gonna drop when the project drops as well. So.
Okay.
So yeah.
But Vengeance is out now.
Vengeance is out now on free platforms, on DatPiff, Audio Mac, and SoundCloud. But it'll be on streaming platforms very soon.
And the video's dropping really soon too.
Videos dropping soon as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else you got?
No.
IG.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, is this going on IG or no?
It is? Yeah.
Well, follow me on IG at MOW2915. Follow the label page as well. MMC MXV for my management company, 2915 Entertainment, for any artist that's looking for promotion and PR campaigns. Tap in with me. Also, like I was talking about before, anybody that's interested in learning more about the music industry and trying to get more insight on the back end as far as like how that works and is looking for an opportunity to maybe learn and build, tap in with me as well, because I'm definitely looking for some people to, pass some of this workload to, since I'm already doing so much shit. So yeah, be on the lookout. I got a couple of artists coming up under me as well. Shout out to 1300 Lico. He's dropping a project coming soon as well. Shout out to
You should get him on the pod too.
Definitely. We can set it up. We can set it up.
most
And Brose Wavy as well is dropping. I don't know. They both got a lot of music. I'm just trying to get them to
Just get it out.
Yeah, for real. Niggas live in the studio. I'm like, bro, it's time.
Yeah.
I knew I shouldn't have started naming names, for real.
Now you stuck with it.
Yep.
Gotcha, bitch.
I don't know. Shout out to everybody that supports me and what I do. I really appreciate everybody. Anybody that comes to record with me at Defiant, or if you support me on Instagram or just whatever, if you're praying for me, I just appreciate you. And continue. Defiant is gonna be doing a lot of big things, so definitely tap in. And yeah, 2021 is coming very soon, so be expecting a lot of big things coming from Defiant.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, well, thank you, Ma. I really appreciate you coming up here, blessing us.
Thank you, AWOL.
Vengeance is out now for free, but it'll be reloaded up on all platforms soon. Defiant Studios, I'm AWOL. We out.
Yeah, Sirski.